The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
All right, let's kick this shit.
All right, everybody, today we're going to kick it old school and we're going to do a game review of a 1981 pinball machine. Were you born yet, Greg Bone, in 1981?
Nope, I may look like it, but I wasn't.
No, you weren't. You didn't come around for another couple years,
Yep.
did you? Like the rerun of 8-Ball Deluxe is when you came out.
Yep.
A little trivia there for you. Okay, we're going to review Bally's Fathom.
Mm-hmm.
How about, you got a little friend with you today here.
Oh, it's just this new...
little Flava Flav tone there?
This new necklace I picked up. You know, I don't wear much jewelry.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
So I thought...
It does look pretty.
I need something.
Everybody loves Greg Bone. So
Greg Bone loves you.
We're going to review Bally's Fathom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know that this is a pinball machine that is loved by many.
Yes.
It's one of the classics.
Ooh.
Class of 81s.
Yeah.
So it should be an A+, right? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Before we begin, Fathom is all about a man being kind of taken underwater, a diver. He was taken underwater by some vicious mermaids.
Ooh.
We don't know their intentions, do we?
Never trust a mermaid.
When's the last time you trusted a mermaid? You got drunk one night and some chick was like, I'm really a mermaid. And you're like, really?
You ever been to Wishy Washy down in Florida?
No, what is that?
You ever seen Wishy Washy?
I don't know what that is.
I went there as a kid. Like, it's been around for years. Speaking of like 81, it was probably around then. So literally,
Okay.
like there's a park in Florida.
What park in Florida? Or what part of Florida?
Maybe around Tampa.
Pensacola?
Maybe around like the Tampa
Okay.
area.
All right.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But literally, like, you go down underground and there's like a big tank,
Aquarium?
like aquarium, and chicks get in there,
Really?
in mermaid tails, and they put on a show, and they got like a hose and
wearing
stuff
shells?
to get air. Yeah, and to get air, and they look like real mermaids under freaking water, and they put on a performance for you. Wishy Washy is like a staple. I cannot believe you've never been there.
I've never
I
heard
loved
of
that
it.
as a kid.
Do you feed them? Can you feed them?
No, I don't think you can feed the mermaids.
That'd be awesome. You throw little crackers in there.
Yeah, but no, because I think it's like it's a natural spring that they're in too. I think they put glass or something. I can't remember. It's tied into a natural
You
spring.
probably just stopped going because they excluded mermen.
So wrong.
You keep wearing that stupid twiffy on your...
Well, I'm not really getting rid of it.
Oh my god. If you could be a merman for a day, would you... What would you do as a merman?
What the fuck am I going to do as a merman? Like, why would anyone go, you know what I want to do is be a merman?
Zoolander did.
You probably get ate by a shark. You
Merman!
better be a damn fast
that?
swimmer. Yeah.
Merman!
Yeah, I don't ever understand the obsession with mermaids.
This little cough.
Oh my god, Chelsea makes fun of me like that. Papa, I've got the black lung.
I think we should re-theme a Fathom into Zoolander, shouldn't we? That whole ad.
I love Zoolander.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to do an overview of Fathom with myself. If you want a better tutorial, go over to Bowen Cairns. He does a better tutorial than I do. Mine's probably clearer visually than theirs. Why am I shitting on Papa? Sorry. All right, let's kick it. Let's go over there. All right, who's ready to see and talk Bally's Fathom? 1981. Okay. Look at the layout real quick here. All these older games are pretty simple, but very tough and difficult to master. Okay. The keys on this game are 2 rows of inline drop targets. One for the green section over here. This is the cave trap. and one up top for the lagoon trap. And those will pop up as you play the game. So, layout from left to right. Down here, first off, you want to see some very interesting in lanes. The in lanes and out lanes have inverse, so your out lanes actually it'll run back in to your flipper, where your in lanes are cause for death. But see that rubber right there? You can bounce it out if you're skillful enough. Like on the New Jersey Jack Pirates of the Caribbean, you can bounce it back into play. Also similar to the right out lane of Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure. Okay. And we'll talk rules kind of as we're going through the layout here. You've got a blue section and a green section. So as you're rolling through those, you're going to advance that bonus. And when that's lit, you're going to need 50,000 to the left. We'll call it out lane, but that is your in lane. And special when lit there. Same coordination over here, besides this being your green advancing bonus. So on this game, it's very unique in that there are two sections basically. You've got your blue bonus and you've got your green bonus. All right, so you're building up separate bonuses the whole time. So the game feels almost like two games within one. Okay. All right. As we're going up here, we've got a bank of drop targets. 3 greens, 3 blues. Each target is 900. But what those targets are also going to do is they're going to spot you. So if you hit down all the green targets, it's going to spot you progress towards your green drop targets here, I believe. Same with blue. If you hit down all 3 blue ones, it's going to spot you the inline drops up top that represent your blue area. Okay. Going up, you see the middle bank here. If you hit 1, 2, 3 in sequence, you're going to advance your bonus 5 times. Now, that's going to be determined based on if you're on the blue or if you're on the green. So you can be on the blue and you advance that 5 times, or if you're on the green, you try to get those down in sequence to advance the 5 times. Again, each section, each area, here's your blue bonus, here's your green bonus. All right. If you get up to 55 on each, it holds that bonus for the next ball. So you want to try to get to 55. That's the goal, so you can keep that bonus. Down here's your 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. It'll show your multipliers. Okay. Here's our loop shot. So you're going to, they've got rollovers as well. You're going to loop it up here. And very unique to this game and very satisfying are inline drop targets. The first time you hit it up there, it's going to capture that ball as a ball lock into the lagoon trap. Look at this art. Oh my gosh. Once you hit that ball in there, those drop targets are going to come up. Then you've got to start the multi-ball. You have to hit down those drop targets to release that ball. Now the first time you hit it down, you're going to advance that bonus and add 10,000. The second drop target you hit, same kind of thing. You're going to advance it. 2 blue bonus advance and 20,000, and then 3. And then on 3, you're going to release that ball for a 2-ball multi-ball. Okay. Here's your spinner. Very satisfying spinner. Feels really good. Whenever it is lit, you're hitting that for 5,000. Plus, if you have your bonus up, you're going to hit that for major points. So the big goal on this game, I'll tell you right now, is to get your multi-ball going and then rip some spinners. Another tip, whenever you've got the multi-ball going, whether it's the upper multi-ball for the 2-ball or the bottom, the green multi-ball, if you will, we'll call it that, you're going to want to rip those spinners, but you don't want to trap the ball again, I don't believe. Because if you trap the ball, let's say this one ejects and you got 2-ball multi-ball going, if you hit a ball back up there and trap it, your multi-ball is over. So your bonus is over. Because when you're in that multi-ball, that's when you have your 5-time bonus. Okay? Now there are advantages and there's a lot of strategies in this game. But essentially you try to start your multi-balls, rip the spinners. Okay? Now let's say you've got 2 drop targets down there, you need 1 more drop target. if you hit those 3 blue ones, it's going to release that because it's going to spot you a drop target up there. All right, very important to know. Also, this advancing lit bonus 5 times, that is similar to your ABC rollover. So that's going to do the same thing. It's going to advance your bonuses as well. And you can get a special up there as well. Typical pop bumpers, very pretty. And then this is your extra bowl as well as the advancing bonus, but most importantly, this target right here is going to light your spinner. You need that. Here's your inline drop targets up here. Function the same way as the ones up there. Get a ball up in there, it's going to lock it. Then you're going to have to hit down the drop targets to release that. Now, some will say, I think Bo and Karen says that on his tutorial, that you don't necessarily want, so when you have 2-ball multi-ball, you got 2 times playfield, I believe. You don't necessarily want to try to start that third to get a 3-ball multi-ball because it's almost too hectic, you can't control it, and you almost just want to use 1 2-ball multi-ball, then focus on the other 2-ball multi-ball, then back to here, But you want to keep your eye on the bonus to see how you can build up each side. So cool. You've got your third flipper right here as well that can hit the drop targets right there or right there, and it can also hit that loop. Another strategy on this game is not always using that. It's a pretty safe bet that when you go up there and it comes back down, it's going to go safely to your right flipper if you can drop catch it or something like that. Okay. What else do you guys need to know? Look at the art. Let's just really quick. So this is a restored Fathom. Brand new cabinet, brand new back glass, brand new X-Pin displays, brand new plastics. All the top sides new playfield. This is something I don't want to get rid of, but I cannot afford to keep. So gorgeous. Maybe the prettiest pinball machine made. This is Fathom. All right, Greg Bone, you played some Fathom when I had it, didn't you?
Yep.
You tore it up.
Yep.
Kind of brutal.
Yep.
But I think because it was brutal because mine was restored. Clear coat or brand new.
Super fast.
Super
fast.
But it is a slow game.
Yeah.
That one in particular was fast. Let's start with, as we always do, art. How do you feel about the art of Fathom? Now, on our back glass, spoiler alert, our top 10 back glasses,
This was one of our top.
it was the top one.
Yeah.
It scored
Beautiful.
number 1.
Beautiful.
So with that said, does the rest of the cabinet and playfield match it for you?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay, on to shots and layout.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's a different style of art. It's more of an illustrator. Like, I mean, it was
Hand drawn.
of the time.
Yeah.
But it's just laid out marvelously.
No, that's good. You're good. We know what you're saying.
Yeah. Sorry.
What about the cabinet? I like the stencil.
Oh my
work
God!
with
Yeah, I think
the
it's some
scales
of the best.
on the Fathom.
Yeah. Because it fits very well, but it's
Simplistic but beautiful.
simplistic. Exactly, I
Nice
agree.
color tones. We
Yeah.
got our greens, blues.
Yeah, and I love that underwater. Like, I just love that color palette. That scheme is just gorgeous, man. And it's something at the same time. It's still powerful, and it just says something, and it's
Maybe shirtless men say that to you. Just power, vigor. You know what I'm talking about.
vigor,
Okay, so you were at an A.
vigorously.
Yeah, you were at an A on the art package.
Yeah.
I'm surprised not an A plus.
Yeah, I
It's
should.
heralded as one of the
I
most beautiful
should,
pinball
and it
machines.
is, and I probably should have.
I think it's why a lot of people own it because it's so beautiful. I'm at an A plus.
Oh my God! If you LED it, whatever about you LED people that hate it, but it's so gorgeous.
Oh, it's really pretty.
God.
Even the mirrored back glass. Think about that mirrored back glass.
Oh, it is so gorgeous. I probably should have an A plus. I don't know why.
So you're in it. Well, the scores wise, it's not going to matter. They're equivalent.
Yeah. So I'll go A plus.
Okay, we'll change it now.
Yeah, it's A
How about
plus.
that?
Changed.
Okay, A plus.
Right
I'm at
there.
an A plus as well.
Freaking phenomenal.
It's the best part about
Give it
this
to me.
pinball machine, in
By
my
far.
opinion.
By
That's
far.
why you're spending the money.
It is.
Probably.
Yeah.
As the looks of this machine.
Yeah, because the prices that it fetches, especially for a restored one, it looks good. I wouldn't say that it plays to that price standard. So I think that a lot of it is the aesthetics of it.
Give me the playfield plastics even over the playfield itself. The octopus top right corner.
I can say
the
that.
plastics themselves are really beautiful.
Yeah.
The playfield's nice too. I like the mermaid. I've got mermans on my hand. Her at the anchor and then center of the playfield holding that anchor, and him in that drain just like he's dying. He's running out of air.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It tells a story. The playfield really tells us, the whole pinball tells a story.
But you're not really sure what that story is.
No,
it's a little ambiguous.
Well, it's like, yes.
Is it sexual?
It's like a short film that you don't, it's almost like a snippet from a film. A scene.
Okay.
It is, I'm just spit all over.
It's like you're really on stage here.
Ooh,
Theater.
aquatic. I'm giving you like, this is a 3D review. It's a 3D review. Like
4D.
4D.
You get wet.
Yeah, so did I. Never mind.
No. Keep going, aquatic boy. What else are you going to talk about?
But it is like a scene. Yeah, you might not have the whole story. It's up to you to develop that story. But it gives you a scene and it sets that scene so well that you don't really see in pinball machines.
We spoke about it before. Are the mermaids?
Now, who likes the merman?
Are the mermaids being sexual, or are they really trying to kill this guy?
Man, I think it's like the sirens. I think it's like sirens in the Odyssey. You don't know about them? Like they're very sexual and seductive, but then they're gonna kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, they use their sexual prowessness to rope you in and then murder your ass.
Well, there's one in the playfield. I don't know if I'd be prowling over. No, sorry.
I'll take what I can get at this point.
Tail or feet? I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
All right, so let's move on to shots and layout. This is a unique layout. It's a 3 flipper.
Yeah.
We have our upper flipper that goes loop.
I cannot believe that you're not familiar with the Odyssey. Homer's the Odyssey.
I don't.
And you're such a studious man of the educational.
I'm not much into a fiction. Like if I want to.
Yeah, but that's like required reading and stuff. And
well, not in public school.
Where the hell you think I went? I can't afford
To Kill a Mockingbird is about as far as we went. Oh, Boo Radley. No, the shots and layout, I like them. They've got rollover targets into the orbit. You got 2 inline drop target banks.
That's probably my favorite part.
And they capture the ball.
Agreed.
So multi-ball in both of them.
And no saucers.
You have really interesting outlane inlane, the inverse. So the outlanes are actually the inlanes are outlanes.
And you can do a bump back. Or
you can.
Would it be considered bump back, I
bump
guess?
out, yeah. Bump out, bounce out. Yep, you can do that as well. Yeah. So, spinner. You got a spinner.
Yes. Who doesn't like to rip a spinner?
I like ripping spinners. I am at... Now, you're at a B. Nice, solid B.
Yeah.
I'm going to B minus. The only reason I'm going to B minus instead of higher would be it's not really a flow game for me.
Very much.
You're hitting inline drop targets, which is fun. You've got a lot of drop targets on this game.
Yeah.
I'd rather have spinners that are in orbits that continue all the way around. And your spinner is not an orbit spinner, so it's kind of it's not a mid playfield spinner, but it doesn't feel as good as if it were on an orbit.
That's agreed.
So that's why I'm at a B minus. It's not one that I'm like, ooh, I want to shoot Fathom because it feels good. Mm-hmm. It feels fine.
But for the time,
it feels fine. Even for the time, like, give me a meteor. Like a meteor, I'm ripping that spinner, I'm flowing.
Yeah. But see, I like those drop targets. I like to hit them because they're dangerous.
Well, that and they're blue or green, and they coordinate.
Yeah.
You have to.
The back ones aren't as dangerous as your green. Well, I guess your green ones are on the right.
Well, yeah.
They're not as dangerous as your green ones, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something I really like about an inline drop target. I don't know why.
I do love inline drop targets. You got 2 of them here.
That's one of the reasons I like Dolly. Like,
I think it's good.
Yep.
Now, rules and code. Rules and code. Here's the caveat to this. Me and you were kind of discussing before this. How do you rate rules and code in a 1981 pen?
Well, I think shots fall under that same. They can follow.
I think scoring balance kind of falls in that too.
Yeah.
Scoring balance is important.
Yeah.
More so than how many modes are in a game necessarily.
Because we didn't want to. We had a lot of argument on how to rate these older games because this is our first older.
It's pretty old, yeah.
Pen that we've really rated like this. And how do we rate it for the time period? Do we rate it compared to today? Because the shots now the shots honestly could feel as good. Code is
as much as they're remaking some of these older layouts and pins nowadays.
And without the depth of the code, you could still somewhat compare it if you're a points guy.
It's a points-based game.
So how do you...
You're maximizing bonus.
Yeah.
That's your big thing.
So we stayed more true to the time period in a sense.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah. Comparing them to other 70s and 80s games.
Yeah, with the ratings. But I still think they can stack up and ring true with some of today's pins.
Yeah, you're at a B minus.
Well. You don't have the complexity, but it still can shoot very well.
I'm with you. You being at a B minus, you're higher up on other 70s, 80s kind of games.
Yeah.
I'm at a solid B. The reason I'm not at an A, so here's the thing. I like that there's a blue section and a green section, and you're going back and forth for those bonuses.
Yeah.
I like that there's a multi-ball. I like that. I like all the balancing that this has. I like that you have to hit in sequence the 1, 2, 3 drop targets.
Yeah.
I like how they alternate the blue, green drop targets to the left to spot your inline drop.
It's very unique.
Very unique. But that being said, it feels sometimes a little too split. I feel like it's almost two games at once where I'm playing a blue game and I'm playing a green game. I just don't feel like it's integrated at all times. Maybe that's the risk reward, but and then also I do like that I usually start one multi-ball by itself and I don't try to get the 3-ball. I try to do a 2-ball and then alternate to another 2-ball, then alternate to another 2-ball. At the end of the day, I think it is solid. It's a solid B. There are some older pins that I like the rule sets better, like a Meteor. Might be even simpler, a Meteor, but you're loading up drops to rip a spinner all day long as you're building up those bonuses. But this one just seems a little too split at times for me. And you just, like you said, it doesn't really stick out that much from other, that's what you told me, it doesn't really stick out that much from other older, late 70s, early 80s pins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, I think the notoriety comes from the art.
I think a lot of it does, you're right. Okay, so how in the world do we rank toys and innovation?
Yeah, a little rough. What do?
You do mechanisms.
This is the worst one. This is what does not stack up to modern pins.
You do mechanisms, and I think you do anything that is innovative that you haven't seen in another game.
You'd almost have to say mechanisms and innovations.
Sorry.
Mechanisms.
Mechavations.
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 Mechavations, motherfucker.
That's the mechavations.
Mechavations.
Okay, so with that being said,
Flave!
What are some? Yeah, that is perfect for you today. What are some of the mechs you like on this game?
The drop targets.
Okay, there's plenty of them.
That's
there's
about
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
What else
13,
we got
14,
super
15,
special?
15 drop targets.
Spinner and some drop targets.
You got spinners.
And drop targets.
I think there is an innovation in the code. How it is split. How you're not just, it's not a linear thing. You're running two different paths at one time if you want to. If you don't like the blue, switch over to the green and load up that bonus.
Yeah.
I think another innovation is the in lanes.
Yeah.
Going outside and coming back in.
Yeah.
I think that's innovative as well.
But I don't know what other pins that area. You're more studious than me, and I don't want to put you
There
on
are
the spot,
some,
but
there are some, but a double out to in
was not.
Yeah, that's not really done. If at all that I'm thinking of. There's a couple oddballs in there, but nothing super innovative here. I do like when you plunge the ball, it doesn't go all the way up to the top of the playfield because that's where your inline drop targets are. Oh, I'm putting your sleep check. And it's got a little gate there. So yeah, other than that, I am at a B because I do like not one set of inline drop targets, but two.
Yeah.
And I like the out lanes that go in because that's really groovy.
Yeah.
I like being able to bop it back in.
I was at a B minus, but it's just,
Look, a lot of these older games don't have inline drop targets.
No.
A lot of these older games don't have spinners.
That's why you had to give it a B minus.
This thing's loaded for the time.
Again, though, that is just pertaining to sort of its era.
Marco Specialties, same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now. Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. Music and call-outs.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes, blub, 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 blub. And it gets chaotic at times whenever you're pumping it up. I like the robot sounding man. Help me. Surface. Help.
Kind of kills the story.
Fathom. Yeah.
So much rich artwork and everything. You know,
No wonder he's struggling. He's an electronic in the water.
Yeah.
Salt water.
Sparks.
I do like it. It's not my favorite.
I see you like it.
Well, B-.
Stupid.
It's in the B's. You're harsh on it. You're C+.
Yeah, I mean, shit for even this.
You'd rather have chimes.
Chime away.
Ding, ding, ding,
Chime
ding,
away.
ding, ding, ding,
Chime
ding.
away.
It can get repetitive.
Yeah, very much.
I'm with you. Xenon's worse,
But
though.
for
Xenon's
the age,
worse.
again, you kind of got to rate it high. I just don't know. Like, I just have a struggle with this age shit.
Okay.
Just don't know.
What about Meteor? Really
Yeah,
high
so,
pitch.
I mean, honestly, if you really want to put it, it probably is better than most.
Actually, Meteor grows on me. I kind of
Yeah, I
like
bet
it.
it does.
Theme.
Woohoo!
Theme.
Yes.
Do you like this theme?
I do like the theme.
I like underwater themes.
I do too. I like them a lot. I think we
should
need
have more
Yeah,
pins.
we need a modern underwater theme. Again, like an Atlantis.
20 leagues under the
20,000 leagues under the sea. That'd be pretty neat.
Didn't read that either.
You know what, though? That would actually maybe go over decent.
Yeah, I don't think it's licensed, or I don't think it has. I think it's probably
property.
royalty free.
Yeah. That'd be actually be kind of neat because it grab a lot of the old timers, but
You
then
can put
being
octopus in there. You can put all kinds of little villains.
But just the underwater theme itself would pull in, I think, a lot of young people and a lot of people from our generation.
yeah, there was a homebrew Captain Nemo.
Oh, yeah.
So I
I've
don't.
seen
The
it.
theme I love underwater theme. I used to be a saltwater
Abyss.
enthusiast, saltwater aquarium enthusiast. I collected corals.
Loser!
Oh, comic book guy over here.
Yeah, you're the nerds to the comic book world.
Hashtag science.
I went nuts.
Yeah.
Spent $700
Alkalinity.
on
I would
one
check my
fish.
salinity levels with my meter, and I'd look up at that. Some of you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I had a saltwater
rare-
aquarium.
How long did that last? You probably killed everything.
Killed them all.
Yep.
It's hard to take care of.
No, not when you're me.
Yep. They're not like your mom, easy
Dude,
to
I
please.
used to have, side note, I used to have this saltwater aquarium built in Italy. It was like top of the line. It had a LED lighting system that would simulate thunderstorms every once in a while.
And you lost your ass on all that too, didn't you?
You know, I didn't do bad.
Lost his
I
ass.
found pinball and thought, I can
Lost
actually not
his
lose
ass.
money here. Yeah, but those are expensive.
Aquariums are like boats. Anything on the water with water just
That and there's a lot of
you.
salt and electricity, and you would freak out. I don't see how.
I
you
don't
would.
like the whatever. I don't know. You don't hear anybody getting sick by fish, but I don't want all that fish shit and everything and bacteria and everything.
Your
like,
skimmer, protein skimmer. Look at you. A couple. There's a couple
speaking
of
of
people.
protein skimmers, that's my buddy here.
You're so wrong. A couple of these people know what I'm talking about.
This is,
Theme
they
for me-
definitely know what
for-
you're talking about.
For you, it's B plus. The theme.
Yeah.
It didn't make it to that A category, did it? Huh?
But you
Just
gave it a
didn't
big
make
B.
it. No, stop. No, I gave it a big A. Theme for me is top notch. I would love to hear and see more themes like this in pinball.
Protein skimmer. That's probably one of my favorite things ever.
You do. You got to change the crud out of the protein skimmer.
Clean them pipes every now and then.
You do, yeah.
That's a little harsh even for me.
A refractometer. There's a UV sterilizer.
Oh, yeah.
You can honestly saltwater fish. You
After all that protein
you can
skimming,
show
you
me
need
a
to be sterilized.
picture of a saltwater fish, and I can name it. I can name it.
And you made fun of my bird.
What's Nemo? What kind of fish is he?
a clownfish?
Okay, that's kind of a tall. What type of clownfish? Oh, what type of clownfish?
Introverted clownfish.
Is he a percula clownfish? Or is he an oscillorus? Or is he a
He's an
false?
oscillorus. He's an oscillorus.
It depends but on the
Yeah, but he's
animation.
an
What about
oscillorus.
Dory?
She's a blue tang.
She is not.
She's not a blue tang.
Close.
She's in the tang family.
She is a Tang family.
Oh, she is
How do you
a-
know from that?
She is.
This is so... I'm sorry, but it's Fathom. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
She is in the Tang family.
Yeah, I did. I
That's
know
why
she's
it's your
not a blue
favorite
tang. I
fish.
can't
You
remember.
love that Tang.
I like it tang. Did you ever see Pootie Tang?
No! I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, but no.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It's a horrendous movie.
Yeah, it's horrible. Tangs are known for their spines that come out of their tail that they can whip other fish with.
Yeah.
She's a blue hippo tang.
Hippo tang. I knew it was an animal
Also
tang.
known
I wanted
as
to say
a
a rhino tang, but I was like, she doesn't look like a rhino.
You're close. Also known as a regal.
Regal tang.
I believe. No, they're not regal. Blue hippo tang. She's a blue hippo tang.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I am a nerd. That was an A for me. Theme is an A. I want to be a comic book collector now after all of that. Enjoyability. How much do you enjoy the hell out of this pen? The same as you do the rest of the scores. B-.
It's fun.
Poor Greg, whenever I was like, you know what, let's do Fathom. We've played that enough. I've got some video of it. I've had a restored one. Let's do a Fathom. And he was like, what are we going to say? It's Fathom.
It's Fathom.
Like,
okay. B- was being generous.
Wow. You're right.
But I enjoyed to look at it.
The enjoyability for me is a C. You heard it. I gave all A's and B's except for enjoyability. Give me something cheaper and give me something that flows a little better.
Yeah.
Give me a better ripping spinner if I'm going this old school. Drop targets are fine. I don't need that many of them. Give me an inline.
I like them.
Give me an inline drop target, 2 spinners. We're good.
Pair inline skates.
That and it's not super fast of a pin. It's chaotic, but it's not a super fast flowy pin. So with that being said, I didn't enjoy it long term as I thought I would.
No,
it was a C. I bought it because it was restored and it was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And then I was like, man, I'm not going to play this thing as much. I'd rather have a Meteor, honestly.
Yeah.
Give me Stern Meteor over Bally's Fathom. Isn't that crazy? Ugh,
yeah.
That's crazy. So the cumulative grade, we got to get through this episode because I thought I was the one that didn't like old pins. Woo-hoo.
I like it, but it's like you said, like I'm very flat across the board on a lot of them.
They didn't switch it up much back in the day, did they?
No.
Okay. Cumulative grade. Oh, surprise, surprise, Mr. B minus 2.96.
Hey,
I think you're gonna get some hate mail on that one.
Consistent.
A lot of people think that is one of the greatest pinball machines ever made, and you are damn near a C on it.
Yeah. Well, what are you?
I'm gonna B. Solid B. It's a 3.06. I think it's a good pin.
So much higher than me.
It deserves the accolades it receives for many reasons, but it's just not a pin that I'm dying to buy, but I don't mind owning.
Check us out on Facebook.
Yeah. Share our videos. That'd be nice of you.
Vote for us. So we got 2 Twippies. Zachary needs some jewelry. He needs a beautiful necklace like
I would
these.
like a Twippy.
Put it on Zach. Make sure Zach is not left out. Put it with him.
What insensitive dialect are you using there?
See? That's the thing, is I can't be insensitive.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where the hell I'm from.
That's true. That's
so
a
it's
good
just,
point.
yeah. So
I've done that in numerous videos now.
See, I'm politically correct.
That's right.
Check word out on Twitch.
Okay.
It's winter. I'll stream sometime. Zach brought that to my attention. He was like, we're halfway through winter, and you haven't streamed yet. Well, you know what? I'm just living life.
You're too busy buying new pinball machines and moving the next one. But you're turning to me.
No, never be you.
Yeah, you will.
Because I'm not a protein skimmer.
You can't get to that level. That's the only problem.
I don't want to be at that level. You work too hard.
Oh, it feels so good.
I'm not about working that hard.
It feels so good working that hard.
Check us out on YouTube, obviously. But again, don't forget to vote for us. Twippy?
Yeah, share the video, buy a t-shirt.
Our good category is going to be a big ceremony, big award show.
2019 coming, so
yeah, we're putting a lot of work into it.
We're prepping right now, so if you see us take a little break here and there, we got Twippy preparations. We're really putting a lot into that, so
try to make it the best thing that we can for you guys.
That's going to take the next couple months from us, and then we'll hit it hard. Go do some fun stuff. But until then, thanks for watching the show. Make sure to subscribe. We loves you. Peace out.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all...
What do you want from me?
Or do I say an A minus, B plus, or A minus? Why do I get stuck with this man? Of all co-hosts, I had to find a Greg Bone. For every Zach, there's a Greg Bone. Nothing.